Hey guys, we're here today at Niemeyer's Trailer Sales in Albertville, Minnesota. We're going to be looking at the Fox Mountain 23.5 RLS, and we have Mitch here with us. He's going to be doing the walkthrough and telling us about the different specs on this.
All right, yeah, so we've got the 235 RLS. This camper is going to be nice and short for a fifth wheel. It's going to be just under 28 feet, and then it is going to be about 8,700 pounds dry weight. So moving around the camper, we do have the nice MORryde flip-up steps. So you just grab those and flip them up inside the camper. They are assisted with struts, so they are nice and light. They don't take much effort to flip up and down. And then the legs here are adjustable, so if you're on uneven terrain, you can adjust those so that the steps are nice and solid. A nice big grab bar there as well. You can see we do have the awning extended, so it is a nice big power awning with a built-in LED light strip. So the switch for both to extend and retract the awning and for the light strip are going to be inside the camper. So nice bright camp space, if you're out here at night, it really helps light up the space. So the two black circles kind of up by the awning there, those are going to be your exterior speakers. So you can control those with the stereo inside. This is going to be a vent for your hood fan. So you do have a fan up above the stove. So you turn that on there and then it'll exhaust out this vent here. You've got a refrigerator vent here and then a furnace vent here as well. This right here is going to be your freshwater tank fill. So you can just open up that door. There's a twist cap that you unscrew, stick your hose in there, and fill up your freshwater tank that way. You do have some 110 volt power out here, so if you're plugged in with shore power, you have power out here. The Fox Mountain fifth wheels are going to come standard with the Goodyear Endurance tires, so pretty much top of the line tire as far as RV tires go. And the spare tire is going to be a Goodyear Endurance as well. Here you've got your Suburban two-way water heater. So this is going to be a two-way water heater. Like I said, it'll operate off of propane gas or 110 volt electricity. Both of those switches are going to be inside the camper. Here you're going to have one side of your nice big underbelly storage. So it is a pass-through storage compartment. So lots of room for gear and other things like that. Up towards the front, you're going to have your battery trays. So there is room for two batteries here. So those just sit right outside. They have their nice own compartment there. So that's nice. You do have a work light up top there. So again, the switch for that is inside. So a nice bright LED light for outside here. Moving around towards the front, you do have your generator ready compartment here. So this is all prepped for an Onan Cummins propane generator. I believe the 4,500 watt is what would go in here. So they've already run all the electrical wires, the propane lines, and things like that. But obviously this camper does not have that, so it makes for great storage. And you can add that as an option from the factory, or you can add it at any point afterwards. Here you've got the switch for your front landing gear, extend and retract, so those are power. You can just do those right here. The Fox Mountain is going to come standard with two 30-pound propane tanks with an automatic changeover regulator. So as long as you have them both open while you're camping, if one runs out, it will automatically switch over to the other one. Here we've got the other side of our big pass-through storage. So again, lots of room there. You're going to have several things for water in here. So this right here is going to be storage for your sprayer hose, which hooks up right here. You do have hot and cold water right there. Your city water connection is going to be right here. So if you're camping somewhere where you have access to a freshwater spigot, that'll go there. And then your black tank flush connection is going to be right there. These are your low point drains to help you drain extra water out of the camper. And then you've got an access panel, so you can pop that out and run your hoses up underneath the camper and hook them up that way. Here you've got your battery disconnect switch. So whenever you're not using the camper, you can flip that to the off position so that your batteries aren't draining while you're not using the camper. You have a nice external light here. You also have an additional solar port here, so if you do have a portable solar panel, you can plug it in right there and help give you additional solar that way. Down below here, you are going to have your sewer drain, so all the wastewater for the camper is going to drain out here. We got the black and the gray water valves tucked up underneath the skirting there out of the way, and they all drain out of here. Some nice big storage in the slide out here. It does come with adjustable shelving, so the shelving is not in there right now, but that's what these rails are. You can adjust the shelves to all those different heights there.
Okay.
Down here you're going to have the switch for your rear stabilizer jacks. So they are power jacks, but it does not have the auto level system. So you can just hit extend and retract, and this will operate the rear 2 stabilizer jacks. You're going to have the shore cord in the back here as well. So this is going to be a 30 amp cord and about 25 feet long, and that is hardwired into the camper, so when you're done you just tuck it back inside, or when you're getting set up just pull it right out of the camper there. You do have a hollow bumper, great for sewer hose storage or whatever else you want to put in there, as well as a receiver hitch which comes standard from the factory. That's rated for 250 pounds, so great for a bike rack or a storage platform or anything like that. Lastly, we do have a ladder to the roof. It is a full walk-on roof, so you can get up there and do any sort of maintenance, check the seals, clear your solar panels, or anything like that that you need to. So that's the outside, so next we'll show you the inside. All right, so here we are inside the 235 RLS. So inside the rear entry door, you can see to the left here, we've got a couple of swivel recliners, nice and comfy there. Nice big overhead storage up above, lots of room for different things. Big picture window in the back and on either side, so lots of natural light that comes in through here. You can also get a really nice cross breeze when you open all these windows up. To my right, as we come inside the door, we've got a few things. This is going to be kind of your main control panel for the camper. So these buttons here are going to be monitors for your holding tanks. So as you use water in the camper, just press and hold those, and the LED lights will come on to let you know where your holding tanks are at. You've got the 2 switches for your water heater that I mentioned. So again, you've got the switch for operating it on propane gas and for 110 volt electricity. You've got the switch for your water pump if you're using water from the freshwater tank. Then a couple of light switches here. The porch light is going to be an exterior light kind of underneath the awning by the door. And then your entry light, that's going to be your first light as you come inside the camper. You're going to have the switch for your slide out here, just the one big slide out on this camper, and the switch for that's going to be right there. And then the switch for your awning here as well. Lastly, as we mentioned, there is the generator ready compartment in the front. If you do add the generator at any point, you can start and stop that from right here. So you've got the switch to turn it on and off here, and then you've got the gauge here to keep track of your hours used on the generator. Up above, a couple more exterior light switches, so your awning light switch and then an outside work light. And then up here you've got your solar charge controller. So the camper does have a 45 watt solar panel on the roof. There's plenty of space for additional solar up there, and it'll all run through your solar charge controller here. You can program this depending on what type of batteries you have. So if you have lead acid or lithium, AGM, whatever, you can program it on there. And then that'll also give you a constant readout. It'll show you your battery voltage, charging current, amp hours used, things like that. So that's all on that controller. To my right, as we come inside the door, you got your nice L-shaped kitchen counter here. Nice big storage under there. It does come with that waste basket. You've actually got some countertop access to throw things away right there. Moving forward into the kitchen, we do have a nice double basin sink, great for doing dishes. Nice bright light overhead as well. Overhead cabinets. It is all real wood cabinetry in these Fox Mountain fifth wheels, so really nice quality wood. Some good storage underneath the sink there, and you've also got some drawers going down there. And then a neat little hidden storage area here. You actually have this barrel cabinet that swings open and gives you some extra storage there. It does come standard with the Furrion microwave, so if you have 110 volt power, you can run that. You do have a fan and a light above the stovetop here as well. Your stovetop is going to be a 3-burner Furrion cooktop, so all 3 of the knobs for the burners are going to be right here, and then you can spark all of them using this igniter right here. So just turn them to the flame, spark it, and they'll ignite as long as your propane is on. This last knob here is going to be for igniting your oven. So it is a fairly standard size RV oven, which you can ignite, again, using this sparker here. So there's no need for a grill lighter or anything like that to light the pilot flame. Your furnace is going to be underneath the oven. So the furnace is ducted through the floor of the camper, but the unit itself is going to be underneath the oven right there. On the wall next to our cooktop, we're going to have a few switches. So these switches are going to be for your heated holding tanks. So the holding tanks do have full heat pads on them. They are 12 volt. They run off the batteries. So just flip those on, and that'll help keep your tanks from freezing up in cold weather. Below that, you're going to have the switch for your ceiling fan. So we do have a 110 volt ceiling fan above us here in the kitchen area. So it really helps move some air around. And then you've just got another living room light switch right here. Okay, moving forward, we've got your 2-way Norcold refrigerator. So these fridges will operate off of propane gas or 110 volt electricity. You can also set the fridge to automatic so that it'll automatically switch between sources depending on what you have access to. Below the fridge, you're going to have your distribution panel. So you're going to have circuit breakers for everything that's 110 volt and fuses for everything that's 12 volt. All nice and easy to access right there. Behind me right here is going to be the TV. So this is a 12 volt TV. It just plugs into the 12 volt outlet right there. And you do have some extra USB outlets as well. This does, just by pulling down on this chain here, it does swing out and move around. So you can position it however you'd like. And then back behind here we do have a couple extra outlets. You're going to have your thermostat, which will control your furnace and your air conditioner. And then another light switch on the wall here. Some storage up above. And then wrapping around, this is actually going to be the slide out of the camper here. This is going to be on the driver's side of the vehicle. So you do have some nice big pantry space there, as well as some drawers underneath. And then you are going to have your booth dinette for kitchen seating. This does fold down into a bed. There's a latch underneath. You just undo the latch, and then this entire tabletop just pushes right down and makes into a bed. So you can rearrange the cushions, lay them flat, and it makes into a pretty good sleeping area. Moving towards the front of the camper, we go up the stairs into the overhang. You are going to step kind of into your bathroom area. So you've got the corner shower here. Fairly big as far as RV showers go. Nice stool to sit if that's what you like to do. You are going to have the sink right here as well, with the kitchen light switch underneath and a power outlet right there. Nice mirror with the medicine cabinet built in. To the right, as you walk in to the overhang, you are going to have your toilet area here. There is a fantastic fan in there as well. So a nice power fan in the bathroom. We got some hanging storage here, so a nice tall cabinet. It does have a hanging rod in there, so good for clothes hangers. And then several smaller drawers underneath. Up front, you've got the queen size bed with power outlets on either side. It's going to have USB outlets and 110 volt outlets on both sides of the bed, which is very nice. And then actually, one thing I'll show you quick, you do have a fantastic fan in the bedroom area. It's actually going to be powered by this remote here. So you just take this remote, point it at the fan, and turn it on, the fan will open, start blowing air out. What's nice about these remotes is you can actually control the specific speed of the fan. So you can set it to the different speeds there. And then it's also got a thermostat. You can set the temperature. So if you set the camper to 70 degrees, the fan will run until the camper is 70 degrees and then shut off. You can raise and lower the lid as you like, and then you can also select whether air is being blown in or out, which is very nice. And that just stores right next to the bed there, and it will work from bed. So if you're laying in bed, you can just grab that remote and turn things on and off.